Hey, Brett Schuhart, I'm gonna work on my hips. I'm gonna start with the blaster, left and right, maybe a little bit of petting of the kitty, and then I'm gonna go on to side or box splits. So I've got my timer already set. And let's go ahead and do it left side second rather than first like I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna start in a tabletop, go into a down dog, and then swing my foot around. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, set my knee down in the back, and then I'm just going to rest into this couple things. My foot or heel is either below or in front of my knee. In this form of blaster, it's okay to turn your foot out a whole bunch. Try to keep the big ball of the foot on the ground. I'm doing that, and then I'm just going to relax into this. Of course, I should have brought some more props, but I'll be fine. That's nice right there. Unfortunately, my hand is sliding on the carpet, and I really don't want to do too much more movement than I already have. Got some really good stretch on the left leg. Whew. The quads are definitely speaking to me up close to my hip. Back of my right leg, which was in flexion. The hamstrings got some nice stretch. Okay, I'm just gonna move my legs a little bit. Set up for the other side. Do a slightly different angle. Okay. Hello. Oh, I should have left you where you were sitting, shouldn't I? Okay. This is my renegade side. Come back, hang on, let me reset that. Come back a little bit further. There we go. Try this again. Careful, buddy. No, sir. No, ma'am. Sir, go away. Thank you. Just stay over here. Okay. Thank you. Good boy. Kitty wants to participate in the stretch, but Kitty will flop and hit me, and it can really distract from the breathing. Corso is talking, so. There we go. I'm trying to get my left shoulder, or sorry, my right shoulder side up a little bit so that I'm not leaning too much away, because when I lean away, I weaken the stretch. But this is, oh yeah, this is nice and deep enough. Okay. Now, let's do box splits. I'm going to turn this. This is a contraption I've put together. Hey, pardon me, kitty. Okay. Let's see. I want this. I kind of want this. It's not really what I want this. Okay, now this I'm going to do a little bit longer. I've got time to do this, yeah. Okay. Have a meeting coming up. All right. Okay, I need to start this one slow. This is really hitting my adductors, adductors, the ones that allow you to bring your legs into the center. So I'm just have to relax here for a few minutes and let those calm down. In Blaster, I wasn't targeting them as much as the other muscles. So think about the back of the legs. There's 3 hamstrings at the start, and then one of them split into 2. So there's 3 hamstring tendons. Then there's 4 muscle bellies, and then they go back into the knee. And the adductors, the way I was doing Blaster, wasn't as targeted. Okay. Oh, hello. How you doing? I've got someone in another meeting. Is that Jessica? I'm actually doing some stretching. It's before the meeting. I'm recording it. Yeah, I'm actually recording. I don't care. No one watches the videos anyway, so it's okay. Hey, can you actually see me or no? You probably can't where my computer is. Okay, here I am. Oh boy. I'm doing box splits or side splits for 10 minutes. And my adductors are speaking to me right now. The muscles that allow you to bring your legs together, right on the inside of the groin there. And so I'm treating them with a little bit, as my old yoga instructor used to say, a velvet-covered iron fist. Well, since you're here, I'll talk to you. Of course, no one can hear what I'm saying, or no one can hear what you're saying, so they're seeing one side of a conversation. So anyone watching this video might think I'm crazy. The answer is yes. I'm talking to both the video and, well, okay, in the video I'm talking to nobody. Hello, nobody. Hilarious. Okay, so, well, what was that? Oh, no, I don't mind. I honestly, I'm doing this as much for myself as anyone, so I don't mind poking fun. But now I'm going to do some fancy PNF. You know what PNF stands for? Probably not, right? Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. How's that sound for something sophisticated? So, yeah, neither. I've been practicing. I'm saying it now just because it's hard to remember, so I keep repeating it so I can remember it. But I'm gonna come out of the stretch a little bit, and then I'm gonna squeeze. You've probably done this before in stretching. You squeeze everything until things are shaking. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, and then breathe out. Okay, that was a bit of a weak one, but that should be good. Yeah. So it's the problem with PNF is it can really screw you up if you're not careful. Like if you're doing a relatively simple pose that's very targeted, you could do damage. And so I only do it on side splits because the side splits are dealing with well, let's see, you've got 2 joints, you've got 3 muscles on either side at least, There's a little bit on the top side as well, though less. So it's a pretty complicated number of muscles compound in terms of the number of flex parts of body you're flexing at the same time. It does mean that, okay, so PNF helps a little bit. It doesn't help a lot in terms of, okay, so if you're warming up stretching, it's okay, but when you're actually trying to do deep flexibility stretching, and you're trying to extend the sarcomeres, PNF doesn't do nearly as much as just passive time under tension. So you might as well do that. But in the case of a pose like box splits, the problem with box splits is there's no there's no other poses really that warm you up for it, other than maybe frog, which is a fun pose. But so I use that to sort of get myself deeper, and then I hold deeper and hold. But I'm doing this for, I've got like under 5 minutes now, but every few minutes I'll do it. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again because that last one wasn't so great. Okay, well actually let me just sit. I can sit down into this. Oh boy. Actually, I think I'm fine right where I'm at. I don't think I need to go any deeper because that's another thing. It's like if you're worried about what it looks like. I mean, I look like a complete dork right now. I've got my legs spread over a rolled up mat, and I've got my elbows on a plastic stool over the mat so that I can actually do this safely. Because if you go too deep, you're actually you're counteracting your own efforts, because I'm trying to, though I'm not doing it now, I'm trying to use my parasympathetic nervous system to calm myself down so my muscles will relax. And by talking, I'm doing less of that. But when you go too far, your body's like, nope. And so if you take a stretch too deep, you actually are pretty much defeating the purpose. And my ego wants to go deeper. My ego wants to look pretty, but my body's like, doesn't need any of that. So. Okay, I'm gonna pull back a little bit. What time is it? Is it about 2-3 minutes till? Oh, perfect. I'll be out of this. Okay, I have 3 minutes left in the pose, and it takes me about a minute to get out of the pose. So I'm actually serious about that, because my legs are trash, and so basically I have to sort of push up with my arms to get my body to lift, and then sort of convince my legs to move close to each other. So now I'm going to go fourth wall in meta. So when I upload this video, I'll have to put a comment about, well, I had a conversation with a friend of mine at work during all this. So, but most people will only last about 30 seconds into the video, so they won't get to that part. So now is where I'm going to tell you the true secret of deep flexibility. Ha, psych. Here's the secret. 4-8 breathing. You have to put your time in. Passive time under resistance. Breathe to relax, and then it doesn't matter how it looks, it's how it feels. Are you getting a stretch? And man, I tell you, I don't know what it is about it, but from the 90s to now, something happened to my hips, and they're just so much tighter. I mean, it's probably all the airplane flying that I've done, after what, 25, 30 years of 40 weeks of travel a year, sitting on a small plane. Yeah. So, how are you doing today? Have you got have you got like the cruft or lack of sleep or? Ripley, hello baby girl. Ripley came in to visit. So I've got kitty and dog. Well, one kitty. We have 4 others. Just got a direct message from Slack. And Ripley probably needs to go outside. Okay, baby girl, be a second. Okay, I'm going to come out of this. Okay. And coming out. Okay. So as I was just talking to my friend, I'm going to push up. Oh, back. There we go. And that was box splits. Hi, kitty. This is going to be a bit of a weird, awkward video, but you know what? They're kind of all that way. It's just a matter of perspective. See you later.